At the Grand Teton Range in Wyoming, one of the noblest mountain chains in the world. These granite spires spring sheer from the floor of the great valley known as Jackson Hole, their rugged sides scored by avalanches and their summits crowned by eternal snow.
This is the Grand Teton. Summiting this mountain is split into 4 parts, 2 hiking and 2 climbing. First comes the approach on the face of the range, an unremarkable yet beautiful easy trail that slowly climbs up the side. Then, the Garnet Canyon part of the trail. Some boulder hopping, lots of vertical gain. It's stunning and you feel like you're walking among the giants. This part concludes with some loose shale and a fixed rope to gain the lower saddle. Finally beginning the climbing portion, there is a chassis approach to the start of the technical route. This includes a good bit of route finding and a lot of loose rock sliding around. And then you're there, free to climb a multi-pitch beauty of a peak that the Grand is. For us, the classic Wall Street ledge. The final stretch is simply alpine rock climbing. And the views, well, they don't disappoint. Let's go back to 1898 and talk about history and the first confirmed ascent of the peak. Back in the late 19th century, climbers looked like this, with cowboy hats, pitons, and ropes that could snap at any moment. The adventure side of the climb was roaring. August 11th, 1898. Franklin Spaulding, William O. Owen, Frank Peterson, and John Shive stood atop the summit, the first team out of at least a couple dozen attempts. And this was no easy feat, as the majority of climbers even in modern times are guided trips. It was a triumph for the mountaineering community of the time. And now the descent route, the Owen Spaulding, carries their namesake. We escaped from the looming clouds via 2 rappels and made it back to camp. Remember, the vast majority of accidents occur on the way down. So why is the Grand Teton so iconic? Why is it Jimmy Chin's favorite mountain? What strikes me about the Grand is not its altitude or its chassis scrambling, but how it and the rest of the Teton Range shoot out of the plains around them and defy what the stereotype of Wyoming is, flat and boring. The Tetons are renowned for creating a unique mountain-loving culture in Jackson that, as shown by the housing prices, is in high demand. Les Trois Tetons, or the 3 Nipples, loom some 7,000 feet above the surroundings, creating a truly spectacular sight to behold. So, if you ever find yourself out in the area with a buddy and a trad rack, I would highly recommend the Grand Teton.